Welcome to this special guest in this house again. We're talking about Professor Tony right here. We're talking about Harvard College of Education, and they have a new thing that they need to let the public know the advancements of the college, and it's going to tell us about being an I call it ancient college, 50 years. That's not easy. There's so many things that a school need you and me to take care of so that the image of the school and the country and the state where we come from will actually be better than the way it is. Do you want to tell us, sir, what is the situation of the infrastructure? We've talked about academics, how things is coming to, but I'm trying to imagine because I went to my school that my secondary school where I graduated before I got to the university. A lot of infrastructure is already dilapidated and everything that's so funny. And actually, we're working on it in the whole school. It's about 50, getting to be 50, which we're going to do the Golden Jubilee next year, November. What's going on in the school as of now?
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for that question. There are very many things going on in Alvan as I speak. But the biggest thing that will happen in Alvan has started happening, but it will culminate in the anniversary itself next year. But before we go into that, I think I need to speak a little about the infrastructure you talked about, because it has some relationship with the number of years, the college, since the college was conceived and realized, was conceived and realized in 1963. And since then, the then East Central State or Eastern Nigeria, under Emuayabara, Dr. Emuayabara was premier, and UNESCO, they teamed up to build that school as a college, as an ATTC, Advanced Teachers Training College, the first of its kind in Nigeria at the time. And then from 1970, it became a college of education. The nomenclature changed, and some of the programs also were modified. Then on and on, about 1982 or so, it became affiliated to the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and subsequently began to offer Bachelor of Education degrees. Before then, it was simply the Nigeria Certificate in Education. So now it offers 2 degrees, the Bachelor of Education degree on behalf of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and the Nigeria Certificate in Education. So, a 50-year-old establishment, particularly an academic institution, has turned out very, very many people. Thousands and thousands of people who are in different spheres of life. They are not teaching. Many of them are not teaching, even though they're trained to teach, but they've gotten into all sorts of endeavors in life, and they have grown in stature all over the world. I am sure that they are desirous of knowing what has been happening in Alvan, their alma mater. A lot. The school has grown in stature. It has grown in scope. It has grown in infrastructure. But the economic problems of the times, in the 80s, 1980s and 1990s, really took quite a bit of toll from the college. But since the federal government took over the college in 2007, it has started steamrolling things once more. Funding has improved, remuneration for lecturers has improved, and in the past 1 year, we have been able to engage quality staff of no mean quantity and quality. I tell you, in the past 2 years, we have engaged not less than 300 new lecturers.
Wow.
That is capacity. And opportunity is being given now for people to travel, go to conferences, go to workshops, and build capacity. And this is rubbing off on the students and the products therein. Training is going on. More structures are being conceived and built. Many more need to be conceived and built. Quite a number have already been conceived but have not been built, because you see, government cannot do everything. They have a budget, they are not prepared to spend all their money on Harvard. They have other institutions, so they do what they can do and leave the rest for alumni associations, corporate organizations, individuals who are stakeholders in education, lovers of education, and so on and so forth, to come in, to key in, and help the college with infrastructure, laboratories, hostel facilities, classroom blocks, theater, studios, and so on. And again, equipment in terms of science equipment, studio equipment for music department, theaters department, science equipment for physical and health education, laboratories for biology, chemistry, and so on and so forth.
And that means we're going to
computer science.
That means with a lot of structural things that have been going on right now.
Precisely.
We've been around with him so much now, we've been telling him much. So we're going to take another break, and then more of the detail will now be exposed to you. Why are we doing Golden Jubilee? You are going to, thank you. Stay watching. Thank you.